welcome back. I feel like I owe you, the viewers, an apology. When I started this a few months ago, excitement, drive, energy, had all of that, but then life just kind of got in the way. So I started taking the truck apart, got the cab ready for the roof kit, if you remember. If you don't remember, check out the last episode that way. And yeah, just things have happened. Had a cycling injury last year, supposed to go for surgery, been cancelled, been postponed, public health system, you know, usual shit. And then yeah, family things, stuff like that. It's just slowed down a little bit. So not much has happened since I saw you last, but the last few weeks it's picked up again. We've got our new tray. The original tray we got on our truck when we got it from the auctions was one with the bows and the canopy and everything, but it didn't have the twist locks for the container, which leads me to these. I've got these as well. So these are cast iron, so steel, container corners. And this is the foundation of what we're going to build our expedition body upon. I've shared a few pictures of these on a few groups saying that this is one of the most exciting and inspiring purchases that I've ever made, because really it all starts here. A few people have said, oh, it's overkill, you know, they're too big, too strong. Is there such a thing as too strong? I mean, they weigh a lot. 20 kilos, maybe. So they're not light, but as I said, it's the foundation of what we're going to build upon, and I want that base floor structure and the walls to be as strong and solid as possible. If we're going to be living in this truck long term, end goal, it needs to be done right. So I believe that these are the basis of a solid project. So the new tray, as I said, it's got the twist locks for these. Bought it second hand off another Unimog guy who's gone a different direction. I think he's doing a custom tray, which he can. Stripped it back this week. I'll show you some stills and a few time lapses of what we've been doing. The deck you can see behind me. So on the Unimog trays, the ADF ex-army ones, it's a flat deck, 4 meters by 2.4 give or take, and there are 3 full sheets of form ply, it seems to be, with a small skinny one as well. That's bolted on, sealed on, gives a nice working platform. The mud guards are also bolted to that underneath. The jerry can holders, tail lights and a few other accessories, they're all fixed to it as well. So all that was off. Got it stripped down and had a look. I'll do a few close-ups later in this video of the form ply, but it's absolutely rotten. You know, it's like a sponge in places, it just crumbles away. 1986, 1987, that era, that's where the trucks are from. So as old as I am, 35, 36-ish. So yeah, probably been on there for a long time. I don't know if they're that old actually. It'd be amazing if it lasted 30 years, but anyway, time for a refresh. So the tray, which is outside at the moment, is going down to the blasters tomorrow. It's going to get completely media blasted down, so stripped back, all the polyurethane paint gone, and that'll give me a chance to just inspect the structure. Need to do any spot welding, tidying up, we can get that sorted. And then it's going to get coated. I wanted to get it powder coated. I thought that would be the toughest, most durable finish, but seems people don't have booths big enough for a tray, and yeah, I kind of expected that. So it's just going to be 2-pack finished, gloss, satin black to be confirmed. It's pretty standard, and that's what we'll redo the chassis in as well. So yeah, that's gonna happen over the next few weeks, so we'll make some good progress there. And then once we get that back, I've already measured out how they sit, so I can start to CAD up the box, or the base of the box at least to start with. And yeah, when we get it back, then we can swap the original tray for the new tray and progress from there. Okay, so that pretty much concludes this episode. It's not been the most action-packed episode, I admit, but I wanted to check in with you guys, the viewers, the followers, to let you know it's still alive, it's still going ahead, it's just slowed down a little bit, but we are back, and we are back into this. So I've got the tray measured up with the container corners in place. Notice that there's actually 10mm difference between one of the short sides and one of the long sides, with their opposing matching side. So I wondered, is there a discrepancy in these? Absolutely not. Wondered because they sit a little bit, there's a little bit of play in them, so I wondered if it was something to do with that, but there's actually a 10mm and a 6mm discrepancy in the tray, in where the twist locks actually sit. So there would be a cast machined man-made machine-made part with the twist lock, but where the plates are welded into the corners, that would be a man-made process. So welds can pull, welds can vary, and yeah, in this case I've got a 10mm difference. But that being said, these do have a good amount of play in them, so I'll use the shorter dimensions for both the ones that are different, and that should give me a nice square shape to work from. And when it comes to fabrication time, you might change again a little bit, but at least I've got a basic outline now to start drawing from. I've got the deck and all the screw holes mapped out as well, so I can start to machine new deck panels. The old deck panels that I'm sat on and the ones stacked up there, whilst they're not the best, and as I said, they've got a little bit of damage, they're not completely gone, so if there's anyone out there that wants them, just let me know, hit me up in the comments. These are available. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.